Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Snap Picks on this Thursday, June 14th. It's the same old, same old. You should know the drill by now if you've been following. So let's get at her. All right. Same thing as the last 2 days. More Trump. Take seen this. California, 3 states. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I read about this, that there's a billionaire who wants to split California into 3 states. It's interesting. Might get back to it. Murmurs of dissident in PSP. We put this in yesterday on Wednesday. Sessions victims designated generally won't qualify for asylum. Oh yeah, this is the episode that we skipped yesterday, thinking that we might make it for today. Norwegian lawmakers nominate Trump for Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I know we're skipping Trump news in the Daily Snap, but nobody else has managed to sit down with the leader of North Korea and broker a denuclearization deal. I'm not sure if denuclearization is really on the table or not, and that might still be fake news, but just for them sitting down after all the crazy back and forth there was. The days we live in. Eyes. Again, woman gets eyeliner launched in eye while in taxi, which later crashed. Well, I mean, yeah, Daily Mail UK often has these weird things where it doesn't really sound like a story. Indian Chester, yeah, so we saw that. Grilled cheese dippers will delight your inner child. IHOP finally reveals their new name, and this is exactly what yeah, fine. Radically plan to split California into 3 states. Okay, so this is the same as the one that was more shared. Sarah Sanders swipes back at report she's planning to leave White House. Okay, Liverpool, no. Describes Trump now 1,500 expected to lose jobs as Kroger closes all stores in Raleigh, Durham. I think that's very UK specific, and we're focusing on North America, just to make sure Raleigh, Durham is in fact in the UK. I'm not just making this up. Oh, it's North Carolina. Okay, well, North Carolina isn't the biggest of states, but maybe it's important. Supreme Court accepts disputed migrant ship. Okay, well, we had migrants in the news 2 days ago. This is slave slate. Shapiro says Trump, no. Well, this might make it. It's 1,500 is a lot of job loss. It's not negligible. But I'm just going to see if there's anything crazier out there in the time being. I'm just going to proofread this a tiny bit to make sure there's nothing outlandish in it. 3 states campaign dubbed Cal 3. 600,000 signatures. That's not nothing. California, Northern California, Southern California. 40 counties in northern. 6 mainly coastal counties, including Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, and Ventura. Fresno, San Diego. Okay, wow. Okay, so this is where the money is essentially. So money state, poorer state, states with water problems. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know much about California. I don't know why I'm talking about it. So, has faced more than 200 attempts at boundary reconfiguration divisions of its history. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, this is the previous version of the proposal. Okay. You know what? It's news. Let's put it in for anybody who's not heard about it yet. Alrighty. And this one, We said we'd put it in, so let's just put it in. Okay, Washington Post. Okay, typed it correctly this time. Didn't completely mess it up. Nothing to be proud of, honestly, but I take small wins wherever I can find them. Here's the image. It's kind of a scary image. It's not. I feel like we could get a nicer image of this guy, no matter what he's done. Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump made at least 82 million. That's okay. Solar, yeah, that was great news. Okay, this made it higher in the shares. But we put it in yesterday. Egypt pays Orwellian augmented justifying the repeal of net neutrality. Don't be just nobody believes in net neutrality being a good thing. John Bolton was paid €100 to participate in 2 panels sponsored by Foundation Ukrainian steel magnate. National Security Advisor John Bolton. Okay, but Ukrainian. Okay. Overstock chairman committed to crypto despite magnet wolves calls for U.S. regulatory clarity. Committed to crypto despite market wolves calls for U.S. Who's Overstock? Overstock.com. Okay, it's just it's like an online shopping platform. Committed to crypto despite market was okay, but its chairman retired on Tuesday reiterated on Tuesday that revenues from crypto payments are a growing segment of the Utah-based online retailer's business. We have somewhere between. Well, I mean, that's interesting. As much as I've been trying to stay away from the cryptos in a general sense, the fact that a major provider is starting to get serious figures from cryptocurrencies, Trump's G7 antics is a sham. Basis of killing network neutrality. Okay, Indian chess star. Yeah. Oh, this one is a good one that I wanted to put in. Well, let's get in the crypto one. I mean, to be completely honest, I've had a generally negative attitude towards not blockchain as a technology, but with news regarding blockchain technologies. I think they've been very much overhyping a lot of facts with very little knowledge about the technology and promising a whole bunch of stuff that just doesn't make sense to promise. So I'm not. So I tend to stay away from news articles about it, but this is a legitimate organization getting funds, getting its revenue from it, then it's worth talking about. Alrighty. All right, next one. The U.S. inflation. As I know, I have an economics bias, but this is a slow news day, and I mean everybody gets affected by inflation, and everybody was ranting that. Not everybody, but I've heard many people rant about how not rant, brag about how the unemployment rate in the U.S. is like at one of its all-time lows, and it's doing the U.S. economy is doing great. Oh man, I'm sucking with the titles today. But it's okay. I'm messing up these URLs. That's my problem. But if inflation is increasing higher than wages, then it doesn't matter if your unemployment rate is low. Everybody's quality of life is decreasing. So that's the problem with economics. It's always a more complicated debate than it's made out to be. People just throw out one variable and say, yeah, but don't worry because of this variable. But no, there's always much more to the story than that. And that's why a lot of people get misled. But it's very important to keep an eye on inflation. But it usually, if you have decreasing unemployment, uh, you're you're going to have an increase in inflation. It's not to be it's not unexpected, but you just want to make sure. Uh, okay, where is it? You just want to make sure that it's not increasing faster than wages. That's the most important thing. Okay, let's find the last one. Opinion. Okay, yeah, put that in. About would have been impeached. Okay. Ties between the NRA and Russia agents are looking for Fisher. Okay, Trump. Go search. Just wrote opinions around. Okay. User names. Habsburg group. Reveals Manafort messages. Opinions don't seem like news to me. Unless I really knew who this guy was, but it doesn't sound like somebody who's popular in North American politics. Kansas Power. I might be wrong, but opinion pieces doesn't seem really. Mueller names a Habsburg group, reveal Manafort messages, more Trump admin stuff. This made it in a previous cut. Workers' wages fall after GOP tax cut. GOP. Okay, let's try a different. Let's try something positive. See if anything positive comes out. And we'll add interactive games to its platform later this year, starting with Minecraft. What? Everybody has, not everybody, I can't keep saying everybody. Many people who own electronic devices have a Netflix account, so they can relate to this for sure. Not all of them are gamers. Gamers are not are a significant portion of the population, but still be interesting for everyone to know, for sure. And there you go. That was really quick, and it seems like a decent news day. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out in the comments or send us an email. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.